Welcome to Football with Cheese. In this video, what we're going to do is break down 3 trade possibilities because based on who the Dallas Cowboys are bringing in for top 30 visits before the draft, they are definitely looking to move up in the draft. So I'm going to go over 3 possible trades into the top 5 for the Dallas Cowboys. But first, if you are new to the channel, make sure you do subscribe and hit the bell for notifications so you never miss one of my videos. We have 18 days until the draft. I have a lot of content coming. We're going to do individual breakdowns. I watched a lot of Miami and Utah recently. So we have Spencer Fanu, Caleb Lomu breakdowns coming, Francis Maui-Noah, Ruben Bain, Akeem Messidor. And I need to go back and watch a little more Ohio State. They have some really good defenders in this draft. Basically, I'm going to do individual videos on as many prospects that could go in the top 20, individual draft breakdowns. If there's anyone in the comments you really want me to do, let me know. Even if it's someone not projected to go top 20, if there's a prospect that no one's really talking about, you want me to break them down, let me know in the comments, and if I have time, I will get to it. But this week, it's 3 Dallas Cowboys trades in the top 5. Next Mock Draft Monday, I'm going to do the entire first round, but with 6 to 8 trades. And I'll even have 2 or 3 trades from teams moving from the second round back into the first round, like the Giants did with Jackson Dart last year. And then the week of the draft, that Monday, I'll do a 2-round mock draft, and then I will do my final mock the day of the draft, which is Thursday the 23rd. So lots of draft content coming. I'm going to try, if I have time, to do 10 to 12 videos a week leading up to the NFL draft. All right, so let's get into this. So in this mock, we're obviously going to take Fernando Mendoza, number 1. But maybe the Dallas Cowboys want Arvell Reese. They want to move all the way up to 2. If you did not know, the Cowboys have had a visit or scheduled a visit with David Bailey, Sonny Styles, Caleb Downs, and Arvell Reese. So clearly they want to move up in the first round. So maybe the Jets want to move back. They like 10 guys pretty much the same. So let's move back to 12, and we'll get another first-round pick next year. So instead of asking for 12 and 20, which would be amazing, the Jets are thinking next year's draft. We might need to trade up for a quarterback. It's a stronger first round anyway. So we're going to get Green Bay's first rounder instead and maybe pick 152 in the 5th round, okay? And the Packers' first round pick next year will be pick 20 because they're always the 7th seed. Matt LaFleur is a terrible coach. They should be the 1 or 2 seed, but they'll end up the 7th because he'll blow some games and they'll lose that first round playoff game when they have a huge halftime lead. That's the Matt LaFleur way. So it'll be the 20th pick. So the Jets are like, yeah, we'll take that. And you can see the Jets already have the Cowboys, Colts, and their own first round pick next year. Crazy. So now they have 4 first rounders. So let's propose this trade. It will be accepted. All right, Dallas. Arvell Reese. Linebacker, Ohio State. He will play edge rusher. They'll use him just like they did Micah Parsons. Honestly, they shouldn't have to do this. If they extended Micah Parsons, yeah, they wouldn't have Green Bay's next 2 first-round picks. But at the same time, they wouldn't even have to do this. But because Jerry Jones is stupid, they move up for Arvell Reese here. Okay, so we're going to quickly go through the draft here to get to the Jets pick. So let's say the Cardinals, they love Sonny Styles. Maybe the Titans go David Bailey. Giants can go, I don't know, say they like Caleb Downs. Browns, they like Carnell Tate. Jeremiah Love to Washington. Saints, let's do something fun here. Kenyon Sadiq, let's give Tyler Shuck a weapon. Chiefs will go Ruben Bain because they don't care about short arms or length more than any team at corner and edge rusher. And Bengals, Mansour Delane makes sense. Dolphins, they need offensive line help. Okay, we'll go through 3 scenarios, but let's just say the top 11 go like this. What do you do if they're the Jets? Well, we're going to go after a quarterback next year, okay? So the best thing to do is get him some help. So let's go with Makai Lemon, wide receiver USC. I'm just looking at what teams he's visiting on his top 30 visits. That guy is not lasting very long in this draft. I am not as high on him as some, but just looking at the visits, he may go top 10. He may be the first receiver off the board. I have him as the 3rd best receiver in this draft, but with Jordan Tyson's injury and Carnell Tate may not be a number 1, just a very good number 2. Who knows? Makai Lemon could go higher than this, but The Jets really need another wide receiver besides Garrett Wilson, so let's get a receiver in this draft, and that way he's in place for next year for our quarterback. Okay, so Cowboys trade up for Arvell Reese. Jets trade down to get Makai Lemon. Let's restart. All right. Consensus board. All. Enter solo draft. So now, let me get some more coffee. I love coffee. Coffee. Okay. Jets take Arvell Reese in this scenario. Just like the Jets, Cardinals want to pick next year because we need a quarterback. So, Arizona. Let's see, Dallas. And we could ask for 12 or 20, but we're going to, wow, 12 and 20 is not enough according to this. I think Arizona would take that. But once again, we want the 20th pick next year because that's what it'll be. Green Bay Packers will be the 7th seed and lose first round. And we'll propose. And who we coming to get this time? Because Arvell Reese is gone. We're going to get David Bailey. Texas Tech stays in the state. They need an edge rusher because they traded Micah Parsons. They do have Donovan Ezeraku, player I like a lot. I think it was a very good second-round pick. But even though they traded for Rashawn Gary, he sucks. Okay, Titans this time. Let's say they go Sonny Styles. Maybe the Giants go Jeremiah Love. Who knows? Just kind of filling it out here. And maybe the Browns go Caleb Downs. Maybe Washington goes Carnell Tate. Once again, we're trying to get to the 12th pick for the Cardinals. Saints, maybe they go Makai Lemon. He could go top 10. Ruben Bain to the Chiefs. I think if Ruben Bain falls, I think the Chiefs would run to the podium. Same with Mansur Delane to the Bengals. What a good fit he would be. Maybe Jordan Tyson this time to the Dolphins. Okay, so this is a scenario I wanted with Maui Noah and Fanu still available. Because a lot of people are mocking Maui Noah 3rd overall to the Cardinals. I just watched a lot of Miami film. He's not making my top 10. I don't think he's going to make my top 15. I'm just not high on him as a lot of people. Consensus board, he's 5th, which I think is insane. Daniel Jeremiah, I think, had him 11 or 12 on his board. I don't even have him that high. So even in this scenario, I'm not going to take Maui Noah here. I know it sounds crazy because a lot of people are mocking him 3rd. But if you look at the offensive line for the Arizona Cardinals, the guard situation was bad last year. Like really, really bad. I know they signed Isaac Sayamalo. I believe that's how you say it. Really good signing. But they need a right guard. Because right now it's either Isaiah Adams and Matt Pryor. And Elijah Wilkinson played decent. He played okay for the Falcons last year, filling in at right tackle. So Arizona might roll with Elijah Wilkinson. Let's go get a guard. Now, Maui Noah and Spencer Fanu absolutely could play guard. But the best guard, in my opinion, is Vega Iowoni. Let's trade down to pick 12 and get the best guard in the draft. Now you have Isaac Sayamalo at left guard. You can put Iwani at right guard. And all of a sudden, that's one of the best tandems in the NFL. So we've traded back from pick 3 to 12, and we got Green Bay's first rounder next year, and we have the best guard in the draft. I can't wait to see what Mike thinks about this. He's my co-host on the Lights Out podcast every Tuesday night, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. Link in the description. Okay, one more for you. We're going to do Cowboys trade up to the 4th pick and the Tennessee Titans. Enter solo draft. Oh, coffee's getting a little cold. All right. Mendoza, we'll say Arvell Reese going to the Jets. By the way, I think that's going to be the pick. That is the rumor out there, but I just think he is the most upside of all of the defenders on here. Maybe not as much as Sonny Styles, but Arvell Reese as an edge rusher, that's what he projects to be. Just more of a premium position than off-ball linebacker. So we'll go Arvell Reese. Okay, in this scenario, Arizona is going to go ahead and take David Bailey. Okay? They're going to go edge rusher. And I'm not sure what Monty Ossenfort's thinking. If he would go the best player on the board, maybe Caleb Downs or Sonny Styles, instead of the edge rusher. Because I would have Styles or Downs higher on my board than David Bailey, but Bailey's a premium position. I don't know. But in this scenario, let's just go edge rusher. Because I want the Cowboys to trade up, where's the Titans, for, let's go here, wait for it. Okay, so they're not letting me do it. Let's throw a 7th rounder next year in to see if they'll, okay, now they'll accept. So stupid, but anyway. Cowboys need an off-ball linebacker. Sonny Styles to the Cowboys. We know Jerry loves his linebackers. All right, so let's just fill this out real quick so we can get to the Titans. We'll say the Giants take maybe Carnell Tate. There we go. And then the Browns take, I don't know, we'll go Caleb Downs. We'll do Jeremiah Love. We'll do Mike Kyle Lemon again. We just need to get there. Ruben Bain. We'll do Mensur Delane. We'll do offensive line here for the Dolphins. Okay, so the Titans at 12. Just like the Cardinals, they could use a guard, so they could absolutely go Awani here, or Maui Noah, move him to guard. Let's do something a little different here. So I know the Titans have Gunnar Helm, and I know they signed Daniel Bellinger, but they could use Kenyon Sadiq as a big wide receiver, as a big slot. And Cam Moore needs more weapons. That offense was not good enough last year. So why not get your young quarterback a weapon like Kenyon Sadiq? He is a tight end that's 241 pounds that ran a 4.39. I think he could go top 10. Almost nobody has that, but he is such a unique prospect. Okay, so there we go. There are 3 trade down scenarios for a team, the Cowboys, that have 2 first-round picks, have Green Bay's next year. And once again, they are looking at a lot of players that are projected to go in the top 6 or 7. So they are definitely looking to move up in this draft. If you enjoyed this, please give me a thumbs up. Really helps out the channel. Once again, Lights Out Podcast every Tuesday night, 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. Link in the description. And let me know in the comments which of those trades you think is the most likely and which one of those 3 is your favorite. Are you a Titans, Cardinals, and Jets fan? And if you are, do you want to trade down? Cowboys fans, let me know. Do you even want to move up, or do you want to sit there at 12 and just take the best player on the board? Share this with anyone who loves football. Once again, big emphasis on the draft, and I do cover all 32 teams on this channel. Check out these videos if you have not, and I'll see you in the next one.